score. 716, stand up. Make on the beat. Let go. With them fly ass chicks who paint them pretty ass lips. With them trap boys out doubling up on bricks. For musicians like myself that was blessed with a gift. Rap with a pack and see what it is. Swerve with the traffic like I lost control of the whip. Heard the competition like I ran over these bricks. Double lines mean nothing when you're hugging the bridge. Red light, green light, headlight, deep bright. Superstar life make these lanes hate right. Fabulous flow make the girls sing nice. So rock cups full to the party break light. The car keys going to the cab in sight. On to the next like Jay said, right? Yeah, swag too slick, make a hater wanna bite. Not out of 10, la boy, but you clicked in my life. Living my lyrics like boy, nothing to lose. And I'm humble on the mic, hit the beats be bruised. The cat look calm like I never made a move. Back on the beat, back the hammer in his feet. These boys all brittle, dried up fragile. I never move cripple cause I got 2 feet. Provided my own meals, boy, nobody fed me. The grind is impeccable, I've been chasing decimals. Now it's like the money is inseparable. Catch the message that I'm sending to you. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I've been through it, but I've been spewed it. And now I feel like a champ, bitch, I'm undisputed. Thought I conquered the whole game, the hustle never been lame. But pretty soon you fucks don't remember my name.
Welcome to the Ain't Nigga Podcast. Talk Your Ass Tuesday, baby. What's up? I'm hyped today, baby. It's Tuesday. We ain't here to talk some smack. I'm having a good day today. I made a cut. My birthday coming up. Now I'm talking about Guru, man. Something special just happened to you, didn't it?
Yeah, man. I turned 57 years old yesterday, and 50. They said, well, I should say 57 years young, but I actually feel old, so I can't tell that lie. My feet hurting from my diabetes, but I'm here, man. I'm ready to do it, and I'm glad to be a part of this group, brother.
Hey, man, I'm glad to have you. Again, happy birthday to you, man. Ryan, how you feeling today, Ryan?
I feel really good today, man. I feel really good.
Yeah. Czar!
What's going down? What up? Another Tuesday. Talk Your Ish. Welcome, everybody. Ignorant Thinkers Podcast, baby. It's going down like prom dresses. And we got a hell of a show. Let's go.
We got a hell of a show. Y'all know we used to start off with our trash-ass players and our certified players. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Everybody want to go, man. Hey, man, listen. Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead. Dang.
I got to say this. Dr. Dre's daughter.
Oh, shit.
And don't nobody supposed to give you anything. You 38 years old. You 38. Who's supposed to give you anything? Anybody? Yeah, I'm missing something here, but you 38 years old.
No, you ain't missing nothing. But people don't know what you mean when you just say Dr. Dre daughter.
Okay, Dr. Dre daughter been to TNZ. She went to TNZ and she basically calling out Dr. Dre. And she was like, she homeless and she living in her car. So trying to make him look bad, but I did my research.
Oh shit.
You 38 years old, you got 3 kids. They don't live with you in your car. You got a job. So what you doing with your money? And you 38 years old.
I don't know. I ain't got no answer for that, Ryan. But Zar, what you got, Zar? You looked excited.
I mean, it's I wanted to. I know he's probably on everybody's list, so I wanted to get it out first because we've been talking about it all day, all week, and of course it's Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, my son, not my son.
I mean,
God
dude,
damn.
he's got to be the town. If this was like the old days, he would be the town idiot. They would hang him in the village, like he would be the idiot. Like this dude turned down. I remember during the season, he turned down 80. They offered him this money during the season, $84 million for 4 years. And he didn't even think about it. He shot it down, said he wanted over $100 million. They gave us figures of what he said he was going to command and what he was going to get. This dude went all week. This is the free agency of the point guard. You have Paul, you had Conley, you had Ball, you had, Westbrook was a trade, which is even funnier because if he signs that deal, Westbrook ain't even a thought, going to LA. The point guard position is locked in with a lot of money. This dude signed today for the mid-level exception, 1 year, $5.9 million. Now that's a hell of a steal for Boston because they were the losers because they both. I will get to them next, but I'm gonna put them together. Boston wanted everybody that we got. They wanted other players that other teams got, and that's the Celtics. They didn't get nobody, so they did get Schroeder for a hell of a price. So them losers go together, and we'll see how it fit. But that's a big difference from $100 million, 1 year, $5.9 million, and it's been the story all day. I was just reading the thing or listening to L.A. Duncan from Sports Center. She was trying not to laugh when she was breaking the story at the amount that Boston offered him and what he was getting. And they made a story out of it, but it was like a hilarious story. Like, dude, he's like the laughing stock. Now, it's funny because $5.9 million, dude, I'm doing cartwheels and all that. So I get it, but we're talking NBA level players. And, it's a duck is a duck, apples to apples. The man is not happy at all. And I'm hoping he don't kill himself. So that's definitely my trash ass player of the week.
All right, what you got, Guru?
Well, just since I'm a big Laker dude, I will say this about Dennis Schroeder, and Zar hit on it a little bit, so I give him credit for that. $5.9 million. I did okay in my life, and I don't think I'm making $1 million in my whole lifetime.
Right.
I always said, I have a little fantasy if I could be $250,000 millionaire. So, it's relatively speaking. And also, if you look at it from this perspective, okay, he's getting 5.9 this million. He turned down 84 million over, what a 5-6 year period of time.
Four.
4 year period of time. I apologize. But that being said, if he goes out and have a great season and next year gets a 6 year, $120 million contract, then he's not enough. Hey, he made out. He bet on himself. Now, he can either win or he can lose in terms of the grand prize, in terms of what the ultimate, I guess present is going to be down the road. Like I said, he can go out this year, have a great season with the Celtics, bring the Celtics to the the Eastern Conference Finals, and all of a sudden, the bloom is right back on the rose. So give him that respect that, hey, look, people are laughing at him. I don't laugh at anybody who made 5.9 million, because like I said, I just want to be $250,000 millionaire, and I doubt if I'll ever be that. And if I could do that in my lifetime, I think I've been halfway decent successful, and he's got 5.9 coming for 1 year. So, you know, and I'm sure he comes from, you know, modest beginnings. At least I assume he does. So, you know, let's you know, temper our, you know, making him this big fool. He gambled on himself. He did gamble wrong at this point, but at some point he may recoup that money and he may even do better. That depends on him. He's not a bad player. I think his biggest problem as a player is the innuendos of the game. He just hasn't played basketball long enough to certain things he just doesn't get. His jumper is a little flat. He kind of has like a little push jump shot. I thought it was better prior to seeing him play on a regular basis than when I saw him play every day. A lot of times that happens. You'll see a player from a distance and you'll think his game is one thing. And then when you see him every day, you get to see all of his flaws. It's like that lady that you sleeping next to, you know, but, you know, before you met us, you know, the feet, the toes was looking done and everything. And, you know, the nail polish was popping. And then all of a sudden, you know, one day an underarm stink. You know, so that's a little extreme, but you know, yeah, I you know, it happens. I didn't say it happened to me, you know, but actually, you know what, it did. I just wasn't in love with her, but we'll leave that at that. But as far as my trash A players are concerned, I got to go with Kevin Durant and my man Draymond Green. First of all, Kevin Durant, the United States wouldn't have won without him. He was absolutely tremendous. He, you know, I don't get into this. He's the greatest scorer of all time. I mean, I saw, you know, Bob McAdoo never missed a shot, you know, so I think it's all relative. He's a great player. Give him that. But for those guys to go on Instagram right after they won the gold medal and start trashing everybody when they won by 5 measly points and they barely beat a team that beat them in the preliminaries, excuse me, let me get that word out. Okay. It shows the guy just doesn't have a clue. America is supposed to be dominating. If you looked at those rosters, even with the fact that, you know, Middleton and Holiday came in at the last moment, you know, and the kid from Phoenix, he also came in at the last moment. But nevertheless, that roster is so much better than anybody in the world. And for them to be so up and down, lose 2 games. I mean, first time we lost in an Olympic competition. And for them to be jumping up and down like they really did something. Yeah, you want a gold medal, but I ain't kissing your ass, man. I ain't getting all crazy about it. I mean, the dream team. Hey, look, I don't like Jordan, but they won by average margin of goddamn 100 points. And I'm exaggerating, of course, but still, man. I mean, you know, we barely won. And I remember when we you know, that, you know, I think that's what about our 4th or 5th in a row gold medal. So, you know, we lost that gold medal with Larry Brown as the coach. Then we got it back on target with Krzyzewski. And I remember that first time when they won it, I wasn't even impressed. We won by like 7 points. I think it was against Spain. And I was like, man, you know, I was like, you know, I wasn't happy, man. I was like, you know, my man was on that team. So, you know, am I supposed to get happy because you won by 5 points? Oh no, man, that's ridiculous, man. And to be trashing everybody, Kendrick Perkins, calling everybody all these names under the sun, and talk about, you know, this is unprecedented. Man, you know, Kevin, he's just a sucker, man. You know, from where I come from in the streets, you know, and I wasn't a tough guy at all, man. Tough guys, I always used to say, you know, either 6 feet under or they're in jail. And, you know, I certainly wasn't one of those. But man, he's a sucker in my book, man. He's a sucker, man. I mean, he goes on Instagram and he tries to, I mean, at least Deshaun Watson, you know, he was, you know, they say he was, you know, and I'm trying to make light of that because that's a serious issue. But man, you know, at least Sean was striking out, apparently. You know, he goes on Instagram and he be striking out, trying to talk to dudes, girls, and dudes calling them out, man. Come on, man. You're a millionaire, man. You done just made $50 million a year. This is the best you could do, player? Oh man, he's a sucker, man. So he's all. I mean, like I said, great player. You know, best of all time. I ain't going for all that. Did break the Olympic record for the most, I guess 20 point average, and you know, I guess 3 Olympics averaging 20 points, or leading the team in points, whatever convoluted stat he got. Hey, congratulations, man. You are a great player. Let's see you do it in the NBA, because the last time I saw you play in the NBA, you shot an air ball to lose in the second round. So that's my memory of you. You shot an air ball, and I know my man Dennis Holmes is shaking his head over there because I said I never shot an air ball. I never shot an air ball in a championship game or a big time game. You follow what I'm saying? I mean, and another thing is, it's hard to shoot an air ball once you warmed up. You can shoot an air ball in the beginning of the game, in the middle of the game or whatever. But once you warmed up, you got, you sweating and everything. It's hard to shoot an air ball. That was 0 for 6 in the overtime. That was atrocious. Michael Jordan never did that. I never even seen LeBron James do that. I ain't never seen even Curry do that. You know what I'm saying? So, all these guys get compared to each other, in terms of greatness. Hey, man, you got to take the good with the, hey, bottom line is you got your gold medal.
That's how I go.
You got your gold medal. Kudos to you. But, man, going on and I'll actually, when we get to the, our primetime players or whatever, I'll have the opposite of that, the opposite of the United States men's basketball team, which obviously is, well, we all know that. But yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Well, I'm going I guess this is the hater in me. I'm going to say it. Trash ass players going out to Luka Doncic in his fight for his country, because you know how he said that winning the gold medal meant more to him than winning the NBA title, right? And you remember how he said that, and his team was 17-0 on their way to go winning the title, right? Just couldn't do it. There's something about Luka. You know how there's something about Mary? I'm gonna start that. There's something about Luka. Y'all gonna watch, and then y'all gonna thank me later. But there's something about Luka, okay? But congratulations to him for getting his money. So, anybody else got any more trash ass plays?
He got paid.
Man, I don't know if I have the energy to get this one. I ain't messing with Guru today. I'm gonna leave this one alone today. I'm chilling today. I already see Guru. Guru already in top form. I got something for you. I'm going. You know what? This is the first time I'm giving you a pass today, and I'm not going to today. I don't even feel like it because I gotta save some energy. Hey, I gotta save some energy for later, and you know why.
Must be these lists.
Must be my birthday present, huh? Oh.
Right there. Okay, that was perfect. Happy birthday, Guru.
Hey, Ryan, you got
I'm keeping it kosher today.
No, I got certified. Well,
Guru, you got any more trash ass players, Guru?
No, I don't. I have a certified though.
All right, let me get to these comments real quick. Nothing funny about anyone's money. Injuries were his issue. That is OG talking Ernest the Third.
Talking about Schroeder.
Fact Sports Guru. Kellen said trash ass player was Dipset. I agree. Irv Goldie Hawkins in the building. He said if his toe wasn't on the line, Giannis goes home. Goldie, he had.
If my auntie had nuts, she would be my uncle.
All his life, they didn't just grow that day.
If they would have called an offensive foul on Jordan, then he would have lost in the championship. So we could do that all day and all night, player.
Jay Jones said, you can shoot an air ball when you're exhausted. Right. Irv Goldie Hawkins said, I agree with Kellen Lane about the trash ass player Dipset, especially Joel Santana. Jay Jones said, let's go Czar. And Ernest said, if was a fifth, we all be drunk. Kellen said, certified player, the Buffalo Bills for playing Josh Allen. I'll give you that one, Kellen, because I damn sure wasn't going to say that. So I'll give you that one. Go ahead, Ryan. What you got?
My certified, just like Guru said, the USA. They just won the
basketball team?
Yeah.
Okay. What you got, Czar?
So certified player, I got to go with my Chicago Bulls. And we'd already talked about the offseason that we had, so I don't need to go there. But there's some stuff going on right now with Lauri Markkanen, our restricted free agent that we offered the $9 million exception so that, and he's talking all this mess, I don't want to play for y'all. I want a fresh start. We don't want your ass. Your starting job is gone. If he accepts this $9 million exception because don't nobody want to pay him a la Schroeder money, then he ain't even, his power forward job is gone. They already said that. You coming off the bench. So anyway, with this $9 million exception, they're saying the Pelicans, Celtics, of course, because they want everybody, Minnesota, and there was one other team. But don't want none of these teams don't want to pay that money that he's asking, and we're asking for a first round pick. So we got all the cards on the table. If he comes back, then we get the deal of the century for $9 million for a double guy that's going to come off the bench that can shoot, and he's 7 foot. So kudos again. I'm telling y'all, I cannot thank the front office and the owner for cleaning house and bringing in a new vice president, a new general manager, and a new coach. I mean, we were atrocious. So it's a new day in Chicago, and I'm learning every week, the more and more, starting with the Vucevic trade, something we never do during the season to try to win and make a run, and then it spread into this offseason. So kudos to my team. We'll see how it all plays out, but it's the new day regardless. Effort is there. The aggressiveness is there, and they're playing all their cards right. So I want to give my team. I haven't been able to do that in a long time for them Chicago Bulls.
I got one question. I got one question for Czar. Do you like the player, or do you not like him? Because on one hand, you said he's going to be coming off the bench as a sixth man, and then you said he's a double machine. So he's
So as a player, I think he's a good player. And to be honest with you, if he wasn't injury prone, he would have got an extension with us. That's every season. He's never played one full season with us. So that's the problem. So teams don't want to invest in a 7 foot, shooter that hasn't played 1 out of 4 years. He's been hurt every year. So, but skill wise, he's perfect for this era. Like, he's a big dude who can shoot. They were comparing him, you know how they do. He was Dirkish. He's 7 foot. Can shoot the three.
He's lefty, isn't he?
No, he's a righty.
Oh, he's righty. Okay,
he's a righty. But no, I like him as a player. But when you say you don't want to be there, and you want a fresh start, and you ain't even played a full season. Like,
well, why do you think he's saying that he wants a fresh start?
Because again, my only thing is it hasn't worked out. He didn't get his money when he thought he was going to get it. We let it ride out. We let his contract ride out. Players don't like that when they don't get their extension.
So he's going to be in the last year of his contract this year.
No, so he's a restricted free agent. We offered they call it, I forgot what they call it, but it's a $9 million exception by us doing that by a certain date. We did it before the deadline. Then that allow us to make him a restricted free agent versus unrestricted. So we have all the cards, and we want a sign and trade deal. We don't want him back. But if he comes back for $9 million, we'll take it. We now feel we have
what difference does it make the salary? Because you can go over the salary cap to sign your own players. So that doesn't matter. I mean, unless you're worried about Chicago playing a luxury tax.
No. I'm not. No. I guess let me rephrase. I mean, so our power forward is our number 1 draft pick that we drafted last year, Pat Williams. So now we're able to slide him because he played out of position last year because of marketing. He was playing the 3. So because we got DeRozan, now we have a small forward, and now he slides into that 4 spot. So that's why they were saying even if no one wants to trade for him or give him that money, most likely he has no choice but to accept that 1 year, $9 million.
So who's better, him or marketing?
Well, right now marketing is better, but Pat Williams
why do you feel he's going to come off the bench then?
Because Pat Williams is a high pick, and we got high praise for him.
Well, what was marketing?
So let me explain our team, and you know about this with a fit. So we got Vucevic, right? You know his game.
Right. So
Pat Williams is a hustler, a defender, on the ball defender. Like marketing kind of similar to Vucevic. They shoot the 3-pointer, they're in and out. Pat Williams is the complementary defender next to a Vucevic that can play his game. And we have a really good power forward defender. Markkanen is a terrible defender.
Okay.
So the fit, minus the potential, and the guy is still only 20 years old.
Markkanen.
No, Pat Williams.
How old is Markkanen? He's young too.
Markkanen, I believe, is 22.
Okay.
Right. So he's still young. Like I said, what killed Markkanen, like everyone else, injuries. Every year he got hurt. Every year.
Yeah. He's been very. I mean, you can't I guess discount that, the fact that he hasn't been able to get on the court as much as obviously you guys would have liked. But I was just curious because you seem to be having your Bulls pom poms because you said one thing and then you said the total opposite. But
that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to trash him all the way. I like him. But I'm just more excited. I guess he was kind of not the casualty, but I'm just excited that we're doing things our way. If this was John Paxson, it would have all got screwed up. We would have lost him for nothing. He would have went here. We wouldn't have got this. We wouldn't have done none of this. I've seen it season after season, broken promises. So I'm just more happy that we brought in players that make moves.
Hey, I mean, you should always, as a fan, you should always have your, a bright perspective when things you feel. Now, we don't know if everything's going to work out, but why should you be negative now? There's no reason for you to be negative, Nelly. And like I said, my only point was, you did say two different things, and then you kind of contradicted yourself. But I think you've cleaned it up, to my satisfaction, and only time will tell, because I actually think he's a pretty good player. So, injuries aside, you know what I mean? So, at some point, maybe you're able to trade him off and get some assets for it, whether it be a first round draft choice, because this is not a championship Bull team we're looking at. I mean, it's a team that, for the most part, if they are anywhere from the 6th to the 8th seed, they had a good season. I don't see them being a 5 or 4 or anything like that. So that if they can give you that and then make another move and you utilize their draft choices, maybe we can. I don't know if we're going to see the Michael Jordan Bulls, but we can definitely see a team that how many years has it been since they've been in the playoffs? I mean, a decade. At least,
Derrick
right?
Rose, 2015.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Jimmy Butler. Remember LeBron? Remember Derrick Rose hit that game-winning shot, and then LeBron did it the next game. We almost went up 3-1. I was hurt, man. Then LeBron hit the game winner in Game 4. We were going up 3-1.
Yeah.
I thought y'all made the playoffs with Dwayne Wade.
Oh, no. He didn't make the 8 seed. He did it because he did and the cut.
Broke his arm.
Yeah, we did make that. Yeah, I'm shortchanged that. So whatever that was, what was that though? 2016, 2017? I don't know. And we made it recent. I mean, again, we ain't made no. Derrick Rose and them was our best shot. Then we know what happened to him.
Right.
So the rest is history.
That's when you had your boy Thibodeau coaching there. So
exactly. Who we shouldn't have never. Who John Paxson fired, by the way.
Well, I mean, I guess that
Thib's been fired from plenty of places.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, no, 2 places. First of all, 2 places, but it looks like Minnesota. I mean, look what they've done since they fired him. Look what the Knicks are doing, who were just as bad as Minnesota. Look what he did for Chicago. Miami had the super team. Miami had the super team, but we were still the number 1 seed 2 years in a row. The second year, we didn't get a chance to play Miami because Derrick Rose got hurt against y'all in the first round. Who knows what would have happened had we played them that second year? I'm just saying.
Nobody knows.
Thibodeau's a good coach, bro. The Knicks are in good shape.
I think Thibodeau will take you to a certain point. I don't think he will take you over that particular point. And I this year, they're going into the playoffs. A lot of the media was saying he was going to outcoach Nate McMillan. That didn't happen. Nate McMillan in that fist fight, Nate McMillan bust his ass. He didn't make.
You called it.
Excuse me. I like Nate McMillan too, though. I think he's very underrated.
Oh yeah, well I know.
The Pacers are kicking themselves. He should have never got fired in the first place.
Yeah, well, that's all I'm saying. I mean, there's a lot of good coaches out there.
Right, exactly.
He's a good coach. I told you before that I don't like the coach you have now.
Right.
You argued.
I'm gonna give him 3 years before I decide. But I hear you.
Yeah. So that to me is something that you're gonna have to overcome. Now, like I said, on the show last week, he won back-to-back titles in Florida, right? And then he won, so he's been a very good, successful coach on the college level. He just hasn't duplicated that same, success on the pro level. So time will tell. I'm not always right. The guru is, but not me. Now, that being said, come on, give me a laugh out there, folks. But that being said, let me give my prime time. I'm gonna go with the women track for the 4x100, led by the decorated Miss Allison Felix, who passed the great Carl Lewis with 11 medals. That was unbelievable. She, if you don't know her story, she had a baby, very tough, childbirth. Baby was born premature at that time. Didn't think she was ever going to run track again. Managed to get all the way back, and look what this lady has accomplished. Hey, black woman rock, man. Give her due. I thought it was a great interview. With what was that on NBC? Guy, I can't think. He's a big track guy. His name evades me, but man, it was just really nice to see a beautiful story like that. And then the men who got trashed a little earlier. Actually, Carl Lewis had said that they didn't know what they were doing, and they, I was wondering like why he wasn't the coach. He was I guess pointing out everything they did wrong. I'm not a big track and field guy to the point where I know it like basketball, baseball, or even football. But the bottom line is they did actually redeem themselves and win the 4x100 relay. So good shout out to them too, because I was proud of those men as well. Especially when you don't live up to your expectation. Sort of like the young lady with the Beals girl. When you come back and you can actually persevere and overcome adversity, that's a beautiful thing. So give both of them credit, the men and the women. I was really happy to see both of them really do, and I was really proud of all of the Olympians, including the Olympic basketball team, in the sense that people were knocking this, because of COVID, because social justice, because the games were on Peacock. There was a lot of reasons, but these guys and women, they sacrificed their whole lives, man. They sacrificed their whole lives. So to knock them on any level for the sacrifices they made, going to a country, being away from their families, all the different things that they did in order to make these games happen, and also for America to be the number one, to come out on top as they did with the most medals. That's a tremendous job. So, I'm just so proud of America. Yeah, we don't have everything great. We fight amongst ourselves, whether it be racially motivated. I mean, just recently in New York, we just lost our governor, alleged, impropriety, so to speak. So, things happen, but you know what? We always got to march forward. We always got to, say, hey, we can overcome certain things. And we always got to look to each other as teammates, as brothers and sisters, that we can do better. So, the Olympics as a whole, and certainly the few that I named, even the volleyball team, which won gold, I believe, for the first time, I think, with, what's his name? Kai Karach, something like that. He's a volleyball legend, man. And the one thing I would like to say in conclusion, man, those volleyball girls was, I never thought volleyball was an athletic sport. Boy, those girls and even guys, those are some athletes, man. The way they get over that net and spike that ball, and I don't know a lot of the terms in volleyball, never really played it, but man, I was very impressed by just their pure athleticism that we usually reserve for football and basketball and those other mainstream sports. I mean, obviously the women who do the gymnastics, they're tremendous athletes as well. But I got to give a shout out to volleyball, man. I never really played it on any high level, but those some great athletes too, man. Kudos to them.
Hey, I do agree with you. I tried that spiking thing, because you got to spike it without touching the net, and that's a little difficult. First of all, I don't jump that high. Let me get that out of the way. So, and my arms ain't that long, so I'm not the guy that should be spiking. Let me get that part out the way. I'm not the guy that you should be looking at the spiking. Spiking is usually the guys that can dunk pretty good in basketball or whatever. I'm usually not that guy. So Yeah, kudos to those spikers. Now, my certified player, on the other hand, I'm gonna have to say it goes to the NFL. God damn it, it's back. I've been waiting, and God damn it, it is back. So that is my certified player. The NFL is back.
The No Fun League.
Yeah, and I want
You
to
can't taunt players anymore.
I want to give a special shout out to Isaac Bruce because I don't know who he was talking about on his speech, but he gave a hell of a speech over there, and I give a special shout out to him.
How you like me now?
How do you? Because Kumo D said, "How do you like me now?" You understand? Anyway, anybody else got any more certified players?
Mm-mm.
All right, I want to give another one out since we're doing this. I want to give another one out there to the Locks since they was talking about Dipset. I want to give one out to the Locks for putting on that goddamn performance and stumping Dipset ass, letting them know who was holding New York down. That's what I'm gonna say. Now, time for us to get into these lists. Let's go, baby. All right.
Which one?
I think we should start off with the point guard list.
All right, I go on first.
You gonna go first?
Yes.
You gonna tell your numbers?
Yep.
Oh shit, hold up.
Yep.
Hold on, Ryan. Let me warm you up. Ladies and gentlemen, let me let y'all know this. This is the top 10 point guards of all time. This is your top 10 point guards of all time list, all right? Letting you know this is your list. All right? Go ahead, Ryan.
Number 1, Magic Johnson. Number 2, Chris Paul. Number 3, John Starks. Number 4, Isaiah Thomas. Number 5, number 6, Oscar Roberts. Number 7, Steve Nash. Number 8, Gary Payton. Number 9, Iverson. And number 10, Kevin Johnson.
Oh my goodness, Ryan.
That
I gotta come to Atlanta, man, and drink what y'all be drinking, bro.
Hey, Ryan, I just want to let you know, Ryan. For you,
That's my list. If you got a problem with it, oh well.
I need to come to the ATL, bro.
Your list should have been flushed down the toilet.
You be quiet. That's my list.
I'm going to the ATL because I need some of that potent.
If you got a problem with it, oh well. You're over it. That's my list.
Can I go now?
Hey, hold up, man. I had one more certified player. My bad. The Phillies are in first place. Let me just throw
man, kiss my ass, Dennis.
Let me just throw that out there right there. The Phillies are in first place. That's why I wear my red hat. I knew it was the reason I wear my red hat. Go ahead, Czar. It's on you, baby. Top 10 point guards.
All right, let's get it started.
Tell me what you got.
Man, I wish Sharon was here because I was about to get it heated, but she gone. So, number 10, the most overrated. He's a great player, but he's overrated. They be trying to put him up there with the big boys. Steph Curry, number 10.
What?
Number 10, right.
What?
Number 9, the new Laker, the Guru's second son, Russell Westbrook.
Wait. Whoa. Wait. Let me get this straight before you go any further. You tell me Russell Westbrook is better than Steph Curry?
Individual player, absolutely.
Can I say this?
Way better skill
You
set.
can't say shit with the list you just said.
Wait a minute. It's better than what he just said.
I only said 2 players.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
You had John Stark, who ain't even a point guard, at number 3.
Go ahead.
You put Russell Westbrook?
Who do you have at number 3?
John Starks, who ain't even a point guard.
John Starks for the Knicks?
The Knicks.
And even if he was a point guard, he wouldn't make the list.
Put him on number 3. Cut that out.
All right, let me
number
continue. Number 8.
John Starks. I know he had
Dame Lillard, number 8.
What the hell? Go ahead.
Number 7,
This bullshit.
Chris Paul.
Oh hell no. Yo, he trolling. He trolling.
Number 6,
You out of your mind.
John Stockton. Number 5, the glove himself, Gary Payton.
What?
Number 4, the man out of the town, St. Joe's, Jason Kidd. Number 3, Mr. Triple Double first, Big O, Oscar Robinson. Number 2, the man that hates Michael Jordan the most, Isaiah Thomas. And number 1, which should be consensus on everybody's list, Steve Nash. No, I'm just playing. Magic Johnson.
So we
Hey,
agree
Zara,
on 3.
I might have
We
missed
agree
something.
on the top 3. That's about it.
Zara, I might have missed something. Did you say Jason Kidd?
At 4.
Oh, okay. I didn't really hear. I just want to make sure. Sharon, how you doing, baby? Glad to have you in here, baby. You looking good.
Well, thank you, fellas. How y'all doing?
Was
We
good.
doing
Sorry I had to
doing
be a
good.
little late.
We right on time with lists. You ready for your list?
Yeah, but when I started hearing him with his list, I had to get in. I had to get in right
come
now.
On in. Come on in. Come on in. Give me that list. Come on with it.
But can I hear Ron's one more time real quick?
No.
No, you don't want to hear that, Sharon.
I want to hear it. I got my list right here. It's not going to change my list, but I want to hear what his list was.
They just cussed me out and everything else.
Well, I'm not going to cuss you out. I just want to hear it.
After the show, Sharon.
No, go on. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah,
Read
Ron.
your list, please.
I think
Hurry
he
up.
deserves a round of applause. Go ahead, Ron.
Hurry up, Ron.
Boy, I tell you.
Even he don't want to read it.
I gotta find my page again. Okay. Point guards. Magic Johnson, number 1. Chris Paul, number 2. John Stockton, number 3.
Oh, okay.
Jason Kidd, number 4. Isaiah Thomas, number 5. Oscar Robinson, number 6. Steve Nash, number 7. Number 8, Gary Payton. Number 9, Iverson. And number 10, Kevin Johnson. They're my list.
All right. Okay. I don't feel too bad then. All right. So I'm going to give you my top 10.
Guru.
Oh, so wait a minute. The guru hasn't gone yet, right?
No.
No,
Right.
Okay, well, for the first time, I'm gonna get my list before I let him go.
You sure? I'll go.
Yeah, I'm going this time. I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going.
I guess they
I'm
saved
not
the
waiting
best for
on you
last.
this time. But okay, so my number 10 is Gary Payton. My number 9 is Bob Cousy. I really don't care what y'all got to say about that. That was a bad dude.
No, I never seen
Number
him.
8.
I can't hate on you.
Number 8 is Steve Nash. I'm not ever gonna rate him higher than 8. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna do it. Number 7 is Walt Clyde Frazier. Number 6 is Jason Kidd. If y'all have Jason Kidd top 5, no, I'm sorry. He's good and all, but he was not top 5, in my opinion. Number 5 is Steph Curry. To put Steph at 10 is blasphemous. That's just a whole bunch of haterade that you drinking. That's all that is. But anyway, number 4 is John Stockton. Number 3 is Oscar Robinson. 2 is Isaiah Thomas. And 1 is Magic Johnson. If y'all don't have Isaiah as number 2 point guard ever of all time, y'all just hating.
We agree
That's
on
it.
that. We agree on that.
That's what I said. We
I
agree
think
on top
everybody
3.
got Zeke. Oh no, they don't.
No, not
No, they
Ron.
don't.
Not everybody. Let's go, Guru.
He
I'm ready.
is the second greatest point guard of all time.
I'm
I
ready,
can't
Guru.
stand his little butt. I can't
Hey,
stand him.
he hate Michael
Hate the
Jordan, and
dude.
I got him at number 2.
But I gotta get him, man, his respect and his props.
Right.
He's the second greatest of all time.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Trisha
for
Joy in the comments. What's up, Trisha Joy?
Just a joy. Oh, okay.
Let's go, Guru. Please drum
right.
roll.
Coming in tied at number 10. We got none other than Chris Paul, because he ain't got a championship.
Oh,
Steve Nash, because he ain't got a championship.
Here goes this championship
and John
stuff again.
Stockton, because he ain't got a championship.
Oh,
so I
my
put them
goodness.
all tied at number 3.
Chris Paul didn't even make
10.
my top 10.
So,
CP3 didn't even make my top 10.
well, I got them tied at 10. Number 9.
Oh, you put all 3 of them at 10?
At number 10. I lumped them all together. I thought it would only be because I get tired of a lot of people saying that Stockton is number 2 or 3 or please. He played with another Hall of Famer, never won shit. So I ain't giving him a goddamn thing. I'll put him in the top 10 because he was a compiler and he obviously was he's a gutty player. I'll take that. I won't take that away from him. But he's not no top 5 or no.
He's
top
better than Steve Nash.
He's not the
well,
league.
Steve Nash,
he still has
a
the
two-time
steals.
back-to-back MVP winner.
Do you agree with that?
No, but
Okay.
I'm just saying, so we can knock him all we want. Somebody thought he was pretty good. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I mean,
Hey, at least Stockton made 2 finals appearances. Nash can even glimpse that.
No, he didn't. I think he made a Western Conference
let that man
Finals.
finish his list.
He made a Western Conference Finals. Okay, now so we go from the 3-way tie to a guy. I thought he got better, and I could actually rate him higher than this, but because other people won championships, and I think out of fairness to that, and I want to try to equate things and put things in this proper perspective. So I put this man there, although I think he could have been higher. I put Jason Kidd at number 9. Now this next guy, a lot of people know I don't like him, okay? And a guy who thinks he's Mr. Philadelphia himself, although Stephen A. Smith is really Mr. Philly, and this young man still got something to learn before he can be Mr. Philly, but I always tell him, you are going to be the next Stephen A. Smith. But I put him on this list because I didn't want to hear his goddamn mouth, and so I put him on there out of respect to him. I put Mr. Allen Iverson, who I never thought much of as a player.
He's not a point guard,
8.
man.
Well, but still, he's short. I mean, Curry, you could say that Curry's not a point guard.
But he actually plays the position, though.
And speaking of the double, he comes in at number 7. Mr. Curry himself.
Okay, hey, Guru, I like that.
Sorry.
Okay.
Would you let this man finish his list?
At number 6, a guy who at one time was my favorite player of all time, got a little crazy when he got the Knick job, and he was a little disrespectful to people, but he's kind of mellowed out. And all in all, I think this man is a good person. And my mother, bless, she's obviously still hanging in there, Ma, and she loved this player, Walt Clyde Frazier.
That's right.
Comes in at number 6. This guy, I only heard one person mention him, but that's because a lot of you guys got Similac on your breath. You got that Similac. Y'all youngsters. Y'all gotta learn. Y'all gotta be taught. And that's why the Guru's here, and that's why Sharon's here.
That's
because
right.
This man is number 5. I don't care who don't like it. And I don't care, Czar's always talking about he loves white people. Well, you didn't give white people no love in this one.
Man, sit your white ass down.
Bob Cousy. Bob Cousy, number 5.
I can go with that.
Okay.
I ain't never seen Bob Cousy. I'm not hating on him. He just
I ain't seen him either.
But Czar, you ain't seen a lot of players. You barely saw Will Chamberlain, right? You barely saw Bill Russell, right? But they
I ain't barely. I didn't see him at all.
Right.
Okay.
So.
No, but just like, come on, you did see him play. You might have seen him play on tape or just like
I saw highlights
now. Yeah, well, right.
Highlights can be skewed.
Let that man finish his list.
Well, we having a discussion.
Interrupted every other player.
We having a discussion.
Czar, one thing I say about you,
it's not time for discussion.
No, Czar, one thing I say about you, you do have a basketball knowledge. I mean, so if you got that knowledge, man, I got to give you the credit to be able to decipher these things. So I can't give you a pass just because I'm not 105. I'm older than you, but I'm not. I'm not.
Close.
I know. I'm 50 something years old. My birthday was yesterday, and I'm looking older. I'm a day older. God damn it. But anyway, no, I don't know. Some young girl was trying to talk to me. Hey, I tell you, some 40-year-old chick was trying to talk to me in Stop and Shop right before the show. So I can't.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll leave that
Lord
alone.
have mercy.
Okay, that's what she told us. It was 39. All right. Anyway, should I look like Reverend Run? Anybody know who that is?
Run.
Yeah, you know
Run DMC, baby.
Whose house?
Do
Run town.
I look like Run a little bit?
Now, Peter Piper Pick.
No.
It's the ball head.
You don't look
it's the ball head.
head.
Okay.
You don't look
Thank
like
you.
Reverend Run. No.
All right, Sharon. I'm sorry. That's what she said.
Now,
All
Peter
right.
Piper.
Moving right along. Number 3, and I feel bad, Sharon, because you could argue this one all you want, and I don't think anybody in here is a bigger supporter of Zeke because I hated Michael Jordan, and me and Mike, we're not on speaking terms. So I got number 3. I got Zeke. So you can like I said, I'm not gonna put him ahead of this guy. This guy is unbelievable too. And that would be Oscar.
That has to be the big O.
And Oscar number 2, and obviously number 1, the great Magic Johnson.
Well, I will say, Guru, the only player I can accept in the number 2 position would be Oscar Robertson over Zeke. So I'll give you that pass.
I love my list. I think I knocked this out.
You love all your lists.
No, but there's some lists.
Mine is better.
In all honesty, Guru, you was asking about this list about 2 months ago. You was asking about this point guard, so I really wanted to hear what you had to say.
Better late than never. But I remember saying a list that I messed up on. So even though I might love my list, sometimes when I hear a list and I say, okay, somebody might say something else, I'm at least I can own up to it and say, yeah, that I was wrong about that person. Because sometimes you omit things. It happens. Go ahead, Mr. Dennis. I'd love to hear where you got Iverson at. And if you have him at number 1,
he got Iverson on his list.
I don't have Allen Iverson on my list.
He ain't no point guard.
I know a true shooting guard when I see one.
Thank you.
So let you know that.
All right.
Damn, Zara, just chill. God.
I'm passionate about this stuff.
Number 10,
That ain't no passion.
Steve Nash is at number 10. Number 9 is Gary Payton. Number 8 is Russell Westbrook. Number 7 is CP3. Number 6 is John Stockton. Number 5 is Jason Kidd. Number 4 is Steph Curry. Number 3 is the Big O. Number 2 is Zeke. That don't like Michael Jordan, as everybody been saying on this day. And number 1 is Irvin Magic.
Our list is hella close in a lot of spots, Dennis, if you look at
What though, Dennis? I like your list.
If I had to pick a number 11, it was Anthony Hardaway.
Yeah, I like your list. I like your list.
He's a point guard.
We got 7. Me and Dennis got 6, 7, 3, 2, and 1. The same.
Yeah. Let me read these comments because they was going to.
Well, me and Dennis got 3, 2, and 1, the same. And damn it, how did I leave Russell Westbrook off my list?
They said, "Damn, okay." OG said, "All shit." OG said, "Chris Paul, hell no." Jay Jones said, "Oh wow." Jonathan said, "Wait, Ryan, you actually think Chris Paul is better than Zeke?"
I'll show mine.
Wait. Kellen said John Stockton, no John Starks. April in the house. What's up, cousin April? She said, "Don't pick on my baby." Sharon said, "I'm coming."
That's what she said.
Yeah, I was like, I'm coming up in this
mug. Take a sip hearing this blasphemy shit.
Who said that?
OG said, "I need to take a sip hearing this blasphemy shit." Travis said, "What's up, everybody?" Trisha said, "Pray Dennis Schroeder." Trisha said, Steve Nash is too high. She said, "Steph Curry ain't no point guard." Josh said, "Guru."
She's been saying that for 4 years.
Who's the point guard on the Warriors then?
What did you say that?
She been saying that for She's been saying that for 4 years. That Steph Curry is not a point guard.
That part right there is called "The Hate Is Real." All right. Dan Stevenson said, "What up, my man? What's up, Dan Stevenson?" Josh Bailey said, Guru got 13 people in the top 3.
13. What do you say? 13 people in the top 3.
Tristan Joy said Steph ain't no point guard.
Oh, how many
Ernest
times she gonna
said
say it?
LOL, crack the fuck up. She said, why would you have CP3 over Westbrook? Well, only one of them made the finals, Trisha.
I got CP3 over him.
Trisha said that list needs work, Dennis Holmes. Well, you think a lot of people need work. Dennis' list needs work. Good list, guys, ladies and gentlemen. And Travis said, good list, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
So now that we got that list out the way,
I gotta change my list.
we all up here are music lovers, right? See, we try to give y'all the yin and the yang about us, all right? We are music lovers here. So with us being music lovers, the R&B side of us has to show out. Now, these top 10 R&B albums is your top 10 R&B albums. It's how you feel about those songs on that album. It's about if that CD break, how it would break your heart, okay? Or maybe that vinyl, or that streaming, whatever you got, all right? But I just got to hear it, because you may have an album on there I may have forgot. You ready, Ryan?
Oh, why'd you don't put me?
Never mind, Ryan. Zara, you ready?
Always. Hey, I stay ready, so I don't gotta get ready.
Real R&B lovers always ready.
All right.
All right, you know what? I didn't at first, but I'm pulling a Guru.
Oh shit, here we go.
3-way tie at number 10.
Guru starting shit already.
Whack.
All right, we going with TLC.
It's not whack.
Crazy.
It's not whack.
Huh?
We're not gonna let you get away with that, Miss Mullen. It's not whack. 3-way tie is in. It's
Tell him, bro.
In.
Y'all
All right,
crazy.
tied at
Y'all need to
number
back
10.
up. Y'all need to back up off that liquor. Y'all really need to back up off that liquor.
Tied at number 10.
Get off the weed.
Come on, let me go.
Please.
TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool / SWV, It's About Time / Ready for the World, self-titled album.
Oh, Jesus.
That's my
Okay.
That's my 3-way tie for number 10. All right. Number 9. The greatest female performer, Janet Jackson, Control. You know what I'm saying? Number 8. Ooh, yeah. We're going with Jodeci, Forever, My Lady. Number 7. We got to go with I'ma Pee on You. R. Kelly, 12 play. I can't hear you, Dennis. I'm glad I can't hear you. Number 6. We sticking with the theme of Dennis. Motown Phillies back again. Boys to Men, Cooley High Harmony. Number 5. My favorite group, N.E. Heartbreak. When they got Johnny Gill came to the group. Then we'll get to this.
It was all right.
We're gonna get to this top 4. And this is nasty. Number 4, the man himself, Prince, Purple Rain. Number 3, this man's got 2 of the top 3, but this is the greatest entertainer and the greatest musician. My favorite number 1 overall artist in music. That's Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. Number 2, in between these 2 albums, and I know y'all gonna kill me because y'all killed me when he, hey, this is just my guy. Remember, it's just my impact. I know I know where y'all coming from, but you love someone, you love someone. And that's Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel. That album is a masterpiece. He might not have a lot else going on for him, but Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel, I could play that all day. He has 6 number 1 hits off that album. Not many people has done that. Number 1 is the greatest, the masterpiece, still the greatest video ever made. And we're talking 84, Michael Jackson, Thriller is the number 1 album of all time.
I like that, Czar.
Mic drop.
My
I like that Thriller right there. Thriller at number 1.
Appreciate it, sir.
Great minds think alike. Great minds.
Now
think
follow
alike.
that.
Minds think alike. You know what?
Oh, we gonna follow it.
I think I'm.
We
You
gonna
know what? I
follow
think
it.
I'm gonna go because you know what? I usually don't go early. I think I'm gonna go early. You know what I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead. Number 10. I'm going with Carl Thomas. Emotion.
Oh God.
That's me on there. Yeah. Number 9. Bobby Brown. Don't be cruel. Okay.
Cannot believe it.
Number 8. Drew Hill. Into the Drill. Number 7, The Emancipation of M.I. Mariah Carey. Number 6, Beyonce's B-Day. Number 5, Usher Raymond's Confessions. Number 4, R. Kelly, Chocolate Factory. Number 3, New Edition, N.E. Heartbreak. Number 2, all right, I'm going to say it. This one for you, Sharon. You ready?
I'm ready.
Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key to Life.
That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Dennis. Recognize
Number 1,
it.
Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Yeah, right. Nice. Pretty solid.
All
Pretty
right.
solid.
Anybody else ready?
Okay, Ron, are you ready now?
No, I go last.
You know what? You making me mad tonight. You really making me mad. We're gonna have a conversation later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go. All right, that's fine.
Thank
Number 10.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Travis. Travis said I got a great list.
Number 10 is Rhythm Nation, Janet Jackson.
Oh, okay.
All right. Number 9 is the self-titled album for Whitney Houston. You talking about number 1 hits? It had You Give Good Love, Saving All My Love for You, How Will I Know, All at Once, Greatest Love of all them songs. All them songs on that.
She up there with Bobby then.
Number 8, I got 12 Play.
Oh shit.
R. Kelly.
Okay.
And I don't want to hear nothing about it. The man is a genius.
Too late.
I don't care what he say, what people say, he's a genius. Number 7, I'm just shocked. Neither one of y'all had not any albums from this band on your list. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Earth, Wind, and Fire?
And that is Way of the World by Earth, Wind, and Fire, which is probably their greatest album ever.
It probably is.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, number 7, Way of the World. Number 6, oh, that's the Way of the World. I said Way of the World, but that's the Way of the World. Number 6, Songs in A minor, Alicia Keys.
Oh,
nobody talking about
that's
her.
That's a good one, baby.
How the hell you overlooked that album?
That's a good one, though, baby.
Yeah, that album was brilliant. Number 5, I was torn between B-Day.
That motherfucking right? B-Day was good, boy.
I was torn between B-Day and one of her other albums, Dangerously in Love, which was her first one. That one, it's hard to beat that first one. But anyway, so they're tied for me. I did a tie, y'all, but not a 3-way tie. That's just
who's the artist?
Beyonce.
Dangerously
in Love and B-Day. And then number 4, you just a Beyonce haters are. I don't expect you to like nothing. Anytime I mention her, you ain't gonna be happy. But then I don't make this list for you, so that's cool.
You don't make it for me? 4, I thought you made it for me.
No, hell no. Number 4. I'm not the biggest fan of this artist. Other people just think he's like, one of the, he was a genius. He was a musical genius. He played a whole lot of instruments and he could write his ass off. He was brilliant. But I didn't like all his albums. But Purple Rain, number 4, Prince, can't beat it. It's got to be in your top 5.
Thank you.
Number 3, I have another tie. Because
Here you go talking about us.
Yes, I can do that. It ain't a 3-way tie.
2 ways in one list?
That's right.
She's done it before.
I can do that. I'm the chocolate girl. I can do what the hell I want.
Go ahead.
But number 3, I couldn't pick between these 2 albums. because I like them just about the same. And that's Thriller and Off the Wall with Michael Jackson.
At 3?
And I have them at 3.
I got to hear
I
this.
have them at
I
3.
know. You know what it is. I know what your number
Wow.
one is.
And number 2.
I want to hear what your number 2 is, though. I know what
Number
your number 1
2, this album right here made me fall in love with love again. And I'm not kidding about that. This album got me through college, late at night, studying. Me and my roommate, we would play this album and get our work done. And
this must be the Isley Brothers.
When the dudes, disappoint you, you put this album on and you feel better. I mean, it just reminded you never to give up on love. It really did. And this is one of the greatest albums ever made to me. And that's The Night I Fell in Love, Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross. Yeah.
Care what y'all say. Don't care what y'all say. For me,
is that Big Luther or Little Luther?
That's Big Luther.
It don't matter.
It's
B Luther. That's what I'm saying. And then of course, the album that begins every list of people who know music and appreciate music and should know R&B music has got to be Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. That is the greatest album ever made to me, any genre, across any genre. That is the greatest album ever written.
There ain't one song on Thriller you can skip.
Guru! Yeah.
Happy birthday. I'm not really all that proud of my list. But,
after you heard all this, you ain't that proud of your list?
No, because first of all, you put the doggone subjects up later than late, and I was traveling, and so
these was last week's subjects.
Yeah.
We didn't get to them last week as Ron did all his questions.
Well, the point guard one was okay. Yeah, I guess this one was part of that too. I guess I struggled with it last week too. So number 10, I'm gonna go with R. Kelly. I think it's Chocolate something.
Chocolate
Factory.
Chocolate something.
Chocolate Factory.
You like that one better than 12 Play, huh?
I'm not a kind of hard for me to even put that guy there, but we'll just leave that alone.
We got nothing to do with his personal life.
I mean, you do feel like you gotta. You do feel like you gotta take a shower when you get finished listening to it, but it's a great album though.
I like the
and
one
women
that
was taking showers after they listened to it before they found out what he was
number
doing.
9. I think we'll go with that. The one I think Sharon mentioned, the Alicia Keys one. We'll go with that at number 9. Is that okay? The number 8. We'll go with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Was it Ways of the Works or something like that?
Way of the World.
Way of the World. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got I gotta go with Whitney Houston. She's unbelievable. Number 6. Then we gotta go with MJ off the Wall. Then we'll go with my man, what's his name? Sharon had that one too. Luther Vandross. I forgot. The Night I Fell. I think The Night I Fell in Love. I think it was called.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll go with Lauryn Hill, Miseducation.
Oh God, no.
Way to suck her right out of there. I like that one. Boy, you drew her in.
Yes, you fell all the way back.
Wow.
I actually like this girl too. The one I'm going to mention. I think she's at number 3, and that would be the great Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation. I believe they call that.
Gotcha. Rhythm Nation is not better than Control.
Rhythm Nation, 1614.
Okay, and then number 2 is I don't know if I should mix this up. I normally go with this one guy, but I don't know. I'm gonna go MJ Thriller number 2, and I'm gonna go Prince Purple Rain number 1.
Okay, if you're gonna put someone with Thriller, that's the one.
Hey man, listen.
Shut up, Czar.
You may not like Stevie Wonder, but that
I love Stevie Wonder.
Is actually really good.
No, you don't.
I love Stevie Wonder, but here's the difference.
You don't.
Let me bring it. Sharon,
you don't love
Stevie
Wonder.
I explain?
I don't. No.
I
cannot
can't explain.
No. I don't want to hear it. Nope. Don't want to hear it.
Let's move on. Let's go.
Let's go, Ryan.
No order. No order.
No, really? Did you expect you to
You be quiet,
We're not
Dennis.
doing this no order stuff. That's what a list is. The purpose of a list.
Tevin Campbell.
Can we talk?
What's the name of the album?
I'm ready.
Oh, well, I might need it down.
Yeah, I got the
you gotta
album
say the
down
name
too.
of the album.
That's what I'm talking about. Give us the album name.
Usher, number 9. Confessions.
There you go.
D'Angelo.
What's the name of the album?
Okay, man.
That Brown Sugar?
Brown Sugar. Mary J. Blige, number 7.
That almost made my list. What's the 411, right?
Yep, what the 4?
God, let him say it himself.
Right, you let him say it. He probably
Number
said it.
6, Destiny Child. The Writing on the Wall. Number 5, TLC. Crazy, Set, and Cool. Number 4, I'm finna get catched up about this one, boy.
Go ahead and say it.
Frank Ocean.
What's the name of the album though?
China Orange.
So it's Billy Ocean.
Oh,
Caribbean
Queen. Ah, shit.
Number 3,
It's Frank Ocean.
Talented.
Is Frank Ocean?
Yeah, he's
Frank Ocean.
newer generation.
Number 3, Boys the Men. Number 2, Matt.
Which
You ain't say
Boys
the
the
Boys the
Men?
Men album.
Which
It just got
Boys the
number
Men?
2. It just got 2 on there.
Oh, all right. Boys the Men 2.
Maxwell, Brand Hanes Suits album, and Lauren Hill, number 1.
Garbage. Straight garbage.
Funny how money changed the situation.
Whatever. There ain't no R&B album.
How you gonna win when you ain't right within?
It
I
ain't
ain't got it
even
on there.
R&B. Go ahead, Dennis.
I did mine already.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we on to first of all, ladies and gentlemen, hold my fault. You're right. It is my time to talk. Hold on. Let me get it all together. Okay, here we go.
Damn, Lauren Hill. Lauren Hill, my
Turn
ass.
on the Red Light by OG. Leave the Weed Alone. Top R&B albums, right? Not neo soul, not pop. Thought Jodeci album was the Diary of the Mad Band. I did too. Any Heartbreak was just all right, Sharon. That's a question.
Yes, it was. It was all right.
Tell him.
It wasn't even their
Ernest
greatest
said,
one.
Nice.
What's their
list,
greatest
Czar.
one?
It wasn't that one.
Jay Jones said, Czar, nice list.
Appreciate you.
Travis said it was a lot left there, Czar. Oh,
Right.
You didn't
I
answer.
replied to him.
I can only do 10 or 13. LOL.
They're right.
Great list, Dennis. Deborah said hello, everyone. Adam said, what's up, family? OG said, double A, go Giants. What's up, yo? Travis said, great list, Sharon. Happy belated birthday, Guru by OG.
Thank you, Travis.
Adam said, what's
You
up,
got really
my
good
guy?
taste, Travis.
Yes, sir. We're number 1. Travis said, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, hella classic, and one of the best albums
Does he
ever.
still got great
Good shit,
taste?
Guru.
Yeah, he does, except for that album.
Yes, we're number 1. Go San Francisco Giants. Great series against the Milwaukee Brewers. Great list, Ryan. I like it. Throw Frank Ocean away.
I know.
Ernest said LOL. Adam said, how is that not R&B? Shaking my hand. You wrong for that one, Miss Sharon.
Right.
Travis said, Sharon.
Wrong for what?
Sharon
Saying Lauryn Hill's not R&B.
Wait.
Not.
Hold on,
That-
Sharon.
her
Hold on,
album is
Sharon.
not
Hold on,
R&B.
Sharon. This is the last comment. Travis said, Sharon, stop hating on arguably the greatest female MC ever.
MC.
LOL.
MC. That's rap. That's
She ain't
not
no greatest.
R&B.
I thought MC stand for Mood.
But that album is not rap.
It stands for mic controller.
I get so sick and tired of it.
Oh.
They put the chick on everybody's list. She's on the R&B list. She's on the rap list. Which
Oh, no.
which one is she? Is she a rapper? Or is she a
She's
singer?
like
What-
Allen
What the hell
Iverson.
one is she?
Well,
You can
she's
have
a do
well,
both.
well, let me ask you this question because I need the answers to this one too. Where you putting Drake at?
He's not a great rapper. Now, if you
But is
want to
he a
go by
rapper?
who's some of the greatest
wait.
rap artists of all time, he's not on my top 10.
Drake won't make neither
Now, if you want to
list.
go, I'm talking Czar. If
Yeah,
you
some
want to
people
go,
listen
if you
to
want to
me.
go by record sales, yeah, you're gonna put him up there. But is he a great rapper? Not really. Not in my opinion. I'm just answering your question.
But
What
she
is-
only
what
got
is he
one
then?
album, and people put her as a rapper and a singer. He got a
Right.
bunch of them. People put him as a rapper and a singer.
What's that 0
So
to
Are they?
what is
Are
don't
that?
make
ringers?
that right.
Do that mean?
What
Do
is-
that make them ringers?
Czar, what is 0 to 100?
You talking about?
That song that what's his name? I
Drake?
mean, I'm not into rap, but I
Who,
like
Drake?
that song. Yeah.
You like that song?
Oh,
0 to
Drake
100
is
real
trash.
quick?
I don't listen to Drake. You would know just as much as I would know. It's probably how fast he should get out of rap game from 0 to 100.
But
He should run the other way.
Don't he have a song that's 0
Yeah,
it was like one of the
I go
hot,
0
hot
to
songs?
100 real quick.
Oh, he's got a lot of hit records.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
I
Let me
like that. I like that sound that has. That's pretty. That's dope.
let me tell you, Czar. Let me tell you, Guru. I like most of Drake's songs. I really do. I like most of them, but I like them mainly for the beat. It's not necessarily because of the way he sounds or the lyrics, which is very instrumental in rap. We already talked about that on a prior show. And if the lyrics and the beat, if the lyrics aren't there, then I have to go by the beat. And he's got some dope beats behind his rap song, behind his songs. But I'm not gonna call him a singer. When he sings and he raps together at the same time, he's not a vocalist. He's just carrying a tune on a rap song. That's basically what he's doing. He's not a singer. I would never put him on a singer's list. So no, I don't call Drake a singer. He's not a singer, even though he sings on some of his songs or in a lot of his songs. Not gonna do it. And y'all can say whatever you want to say about the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It's a great rap. It's a great album. I do have it in my top 20. I'm not going to tell you where I have her. I just don't have her in my top 10.
All right. Ryan, you ready?
Oh, I'm
When
ready for this.
when you're only 10 years old, you may not have heard much music. I've heard a whole lot of music.
Number one, should the coach re-sign Phillip Rivers since Carson
No.
Wentz is injured?
No.
They should just go ahead and go get Nick Foles. Just fuck him
That's
all
right.
the way up.
They should just go get Nick. That's what I think.
Go ahead and go get Lil Kim. So I
That's
can
right.
play Lil Kim music. Go ahead.
That's right. That's what I think.
That'll fuck up his whole mental. They go get Lil Kim.
Number two. Number two. Do you think the Bucks can come out of the East again next year and go back to the finals?
Not the
Talking
finals.
about the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay.
Yeah, Milwaukee Bucks. Guru?
You said, do I think they can? Yeah, they
Yeah.
can.
I don't think. I think
They could.
they got a little lucky. Luck is the residue of design, according to the great Branch Rickey. But they'd be hard pressed to win it. To get back to the same spot they got to this year. If I was a betting man, I'd go down to Vegas. I bet against that.
Okay. Sharon?
They could if they got lucky again. And 2 out of 3 stars injured on the favorite team and all kind of other stuff happening. Sure.
Czar?
No.
Okay. Dennis?
It's either going to be Brooklyn or Miami.
Dennis? Okay.
I'm going to say it like Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible.
No.
NBA is wide open. Anything is possible.
No, it ain't wide open.
Number 3. What college football team can and will beat Alabama and Tide football team in the national championship?
Oklahoma Sooners.
Oklahoma Sooners.
Shan?
I didn't follow the question.
Who can beat the Crimson Tide next year? Alabama football.
Shoot, anybody. Shoot, Clemson could beat them.
They're going with a rookie quarterback, right?
Yeah, I don't think Clemson can.
Yeah, ain't no telling. You ain't
No,
no telling.
he played last year.
He could be. He could
He
be
played
the
last year?
bomb.
I mean, he played one. He
Yeah.
played when dude got hurt. He played.
He got the COVID.
They played Notre Dame. It was a big
Sunshine
game.
had
He did
the
well,
COVID.
but they lost.
He could be the next Tim Tebow.
I like the dude
You don't
though.
know.
I like him.
I think
DJ
Clemson could do it again.
Ugiali.
Yeah. I just think Oklahoma got the squad.
Number 4.
So that was Clemson quarterback.
Right. That's what we're talking about.
So he did you say anybody could beat Clemson or Alabama?
No, I said
Alabama.
anybody. I said Clemson could beat Alabama. They could beat them again. They could.
Oh, okay, no, but Alabama's quarterback he didn't play last year, right?
No,
It's a new guy. No, Mac Jones just went pro.
Right. Yeah, that's what I said. So I mean, I don't know that we could say Alabama is going to be the juggernaut if they're playing with a freshman quarterback.
But they're loaded everywhere. You know how that goes.
Yeah, but still a freshman quarterback. Come on, that's asking a lot for a freshman.
They don't really get too many bad ones though.
But Matt Jones was there for 100 years. I mean, come on. I mean,
He's been 100 years.
They don't win championships on their quarterback play.
Right. That's
Sure
what I'm
don't.
saying.
Yeah, but
They
not like
loaded everywhere else.
It's not like they haven't been beat in the last several years. They've been beat a couple of times already. And,
A couple. That's it.
Absolutely. I mean, they're not invincible.
Deshaun Watson beat them once, and Lawrence, I think, got him. Well, no, I don't even know if Lawrence. Did Lawrence beat Alabama?
Trevor Lawrence got him. He got him.
Yeah.
Joe Barrows got him.
Yeah.
That's 3 times right there. Come on.
That's it, though.
Yeah, but I mean, before that, they went on a tear where they had won like 4 or 5, in 6 years or something like that. So in recent years, they've been more less invincible, I would say. No, and I definitely can't.
They're pretty loaded this year, though, man.
I can't co-sign on a freshman, winning a national championship. I mean, I know what's his name did it. Lawrence did it, right? When he was a freshman, correct?
Yeah.
Right, and that's how it became Sunshine.
Right. I got Oklahoma with
Well,
him.
I got the real Sunshine. I'll take him over Lawrence any day.
You know who I throw in there before you go to your next question? I can see Ohio State beating them too.
Yeah, you saw the line they put out.
I could see that defense, but I'm not so high on the offense.
They're gonna have
They
a
got
top.
Marvin Harrison Jr. over there.
The one I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Number 4. Do you think San Antonio Spurs can make it to the playoffs this year?
Not a chance.
Guru?
Oh yeah, they got a chance. I mean, Popovich seemed to lose a little off the fastball, but I mean, we got to remember they got that dopey playing.
They lost their best player.
Yeah, DeRozan.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, we still, like I said, we got the play-in, so I mean, we don't know how that's going to shake itself out.
They didn't even make the play-in with DeRozan.
Right, but I mean, we don't know who they're going to, who's
they didn't get nobody. That's what I'm saying.
Who's going to emerge out of that group? And DeRozan's not an impact player anyway. I mean,
I just said they lost their best player. He's an all-star. The West is a monster.
He's a good player, but he's quiet. He's unassuming. So I don't think he moves the needle that much. I mean, that's one of the reasons why he actually will fit in Chicago, because he is kind of quiet and unassuming in terms of the guys already there. They're not going to feel like he's coming in to ruffle their feathers. Whereas like a guy like when Kyrie came into Boston and they didn't accept him. So even though Kyrie's a better player than say Kemba, who came in after him, it still didn't work out for both players. You know what I'm saying? So, chemistry is everything. So I don't see what are they going to be like a 12 seed like Sacramento? I mean, not with Popovich there. I mean, he's too good of a coach.
I think Sacramento going to be better than the Spurs.
Possibly, but they don't even want to sign their own
Jesus.
players.
That's it.
Next question. Is this the Dallas Cowboys year to go to the Super Bowl?
Are
Why you asking me, right?
you a Cowboys
Because
fan?
every year I hear from you Dallas fans, it's y'all year. Now I tired of this.
We the only ones, huh?
Y'all the other one that
Pretty
said
much.
it.
I don't know why
Okay.
you're
Pretty
tired
much.
of it. They ain't been
Okay.
since the 90s. Too.
Let y'all tell it.
Pretty much.
Now,
I
what
don't
you
know.
think, though?
I don't know.
Joe,
It take calls. It take luck. It take the ball got to bounce a certain way. I think we're going to be a very good team. We should win the division and make the playoffs. Once the playoffs start, sometimes you need luck. I mean, injuries play a part. I don't know if we're going to go to the Super Bowl, but we should compete to go to the Super Bowl.
Okay. What do you think, Sam?
What a cop-out answer. Okay.
I mean, if I say yes, you're gonna say I'm just a homer. I'm biased.
You don't know
so I
what
tried
I'm
to
gonna
be
say.
real.
You don't know what I'm gonna say.
No,
What you
I'm
think?
saying you heard
But
what
what
Ron
I'm-
just said. You
but
just
what
said
I'm
all the
gonna-
Dallas fans.
You do. Y'all do every year.
Okay, so I
Y'all
gave him more explanatory, not just rooting, and I broke it down.
No, you didn't. That's not a breakdown.
Sam,
That's not a breakdown, Czar.
what
Break
you
it
think?
down
anyway.
one time.
But
What you
anyway,
think, Sharon?
no, they're not going to the Super Bowl. They might win the division, but I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl. I don't think they're quite there yet. Especially since they have Mike McCarthy as a coach.
So, do you think they need more experience or
They need another coach.
Dang. Okay.
I think their players are actually good enough to be a Super Bowl team.
So you don't trust the coach?
That's right.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to say this.
Tell him, Dennis.
If Jason Garrett was coaching, I would have more faith in them winning the Super Bowl.
Not me.
I don't think Mike McCarthy's a good enough coach.
He's got a Super Bowl. Jason Garrett don't.
Wait a minute.
You go where you want to go with it.
Wait, I'm gonna say this. So you don't trust the coach either, then?
But he trusts Jason Garrett.
Oh.
Huh, Dennis?
You're on my phone. Where's your
I
phone?
said that already. I said I trust Jason
Alexis
Garrett more than I
called
trust
me.
Mike
I'm on the
McCarthy.
show.
I said that when he got hired, though. I told you that when he got hired.
What?
No, I don't mind that, but you saying you trust Jason Garrett, that just throws everything you said out the window.
I'm just saying more than no. I said I trust Jason Garrett more than Mike McCarthy.
Oh, McCarthy's got a Super Bowl ring.
That again.
Jason Garrett ain't got
a
10.
Super Bowl ring.
It don't matter. Jason Garrett ain't got nothing near a Super Bowl ring.
Okay, we gonna see the difference. I only can show you better than I can tell you, because obviously the Super Bowl ring means more than obviously what he's been doing.
If we talking about head coaches, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I tend to think that I think McCarthy is getting a little bit of a bad rap, but this is a real important year for him. If he doesn't do a good job this year, then the guys like Dennis Holmes, who basically think he's trash, and like Czar said, he does have a Super Bowl ring. You can't give all the credit to Aaron Rodgers since his ass only been to one Super Bowl anyway. So how you going to knock the guy that he got there with when he's never duplicated that same act? And all you ever hear is how great a quarterback he is, even though last year he had a chance to run for a first down, the biggest play of the season, and he spit the bit. But yet they wanted to blame the coach at that time because he didn't go for it on fourth down.
I'm telling you,
I didn't.
But most of the media,
I ain't blaming the coach at that time.
You know, most of the media was all over him. It was unmerciful. Even to this day, even in the show that we did on your platform, that was all we heard from all these Packer, faithful. That's all we ever heard. Okay.
Ain't what I said.
So
Ain't what I said.
I think it's going to be interesting. Now, the one thing I'll say, just to be a little different, I'm a little worried about this little injury to the quarterback.
He's throwing today.
Well, the light throwing, and I believe that there was a pitcher who had the same injury as him, and I believe your owner came out and said that they were, soliciting the doctors for this guy who had the same baseball injury. So, and Jerry's always wants to be in the limelight. That's, to me, that's the biggest issue. It's Jerry. Jerry, because he's on the time clock in terms of, mortality. And so, he wants to win at all costs. I always call him, the good old boys network. I don't like his style. And, so if anything, that's the one thing or the one area that you're going to be held back to most is Jerry Jones. He's the, he's the Achilles heel, so to speak, of your Cowboy Nation. And like I said, to me, I just don't like this what I'm hearing. There's two things I don't like about your quarterback is the arm issue, and then that he hasn't been looking like he's running that fluid. That was part of his, his game. If that, ankle is compromised and it's not going to be 100%, although he plays in the NFC least, and we know Washington, the Giants, the Cowboys, none of them are, as the great Willie used to say, great shakes. Somebody's got to come out of that division, but that don't mean they're going to no Super Bowl. They could easily be one and done, even though they will host a playoff game. Somebody out of the NFC least. So I don't see the Cowboys doing much.
You named every team but Philly. Hold up, player. Hold up. I know it's your birthday, but you named every team but Philly in that division.
Yeah, and Philadelphia.
He was naming the ones that had a chance to win it.
Why haven't you named Jalen Hurts the starting quarterback? You got that yes man as your coach, who he's a joke. That I don't like that either, Mr. Dennis Holmes. We're gonna have to make you come out and do an alter ego in a minute. We'll make you do what's his name? Soprano? What's the name of your coach? Is that his name?
No, his name is Sirianni.
Sirianni.
He's from South Philly. Yeah.
What'd you say? From South Philly?
He's from South Philly. Yeah.
My condolences. But okay. Yeah. So that's my problem with Philadelphia. But it's gonna be interesting. Well, I guess 4 or 5 more weeks and it'll all get started. The NFL Sunday ticket, DirecTV loves me so much. They said, Sports Guru will give it to you for free again. So I had to accept.
Wow, DirecTV, you be messing with them.
Now, 2 days ago, somebody told me about Kemba Walker in the NBA, a top 5 point guard. And I was like, that must have been smoke. That must really been on something. That I don't see it. I don't see it. He's not even in my top 40.
He's in the top. What do you mean, in all time or right now?
Now.
He's not in the top 40
Ryan.
right now.
No. There ain't even 40 teams, Ryan.
I don't care. This dude is a joke.
I ask you a question, Ryan.
Yeah, a joke. Actually, you know what, Ron? You're wrong in this regard. That was a good pickup for the Knicks.
It was.
It was a pretty good pickup for the Knicks. It gave them depth at a position that they had a little, it was a little long in the tooth. Your former boy Rose did a great job for them last year. Right. And to just add him, if he can stay healthy, Ron, it's a good pickup for the Knicks. Is it going to propel them to a second round playoff?
It's an upgrade over Peyton for sure.
Absolutely.
I think the Knicks should have got somebody better than Kemba Walker.
Who?
I think.
Who?
Like
Anybody.
Who?
Anybody but Kemba Walker.
Easier said than done, Ryan.
Can you play point guard, Ron?
No.
Can you play point?
Wait a minute. You just go get the man outside. He would be better than Kemba Walker.
No.
The mailman?
The man.
Karl Malone is 50 years old, and he didn't play point guard.
Now, my question is he a top 5 point guard?
No.
No.
But top 40, yes.
Yes.
And if you want, I'll bet you some money on that one, Ron.
Shoot,
Come on,
top,
Ron.
maybe
Tell
even
you-
top 12.
I thought
I was gonna ask if he was top 15.
I thought
He's
I
top
couldn't
15.
stand Kemba Walker, but I see you can't stand him worse than me.
I
I didn't think
can't-
anybody couldn't stand him
I
worse
can't
than me.
stand this dude because to me, he just every time he made a basket, he just start dancing like he
So that's
did
Steph Curry.
something.
No,
What-
it's not Steph Curry. No,
That's the shimmy man.
no, that's not Steph Curry.
LeBron smacked him one time. Stop.
Right.
Mhm.
My next question. I'm sorry about that. I had to get that off of my
Oh, you
chest.
good. You wrong, but you was good.
That dude right there just get under my skin. Number 7. What head coach should be on the hot seat in the NBA this year?
You want me to say it?
Yes.
You want
Yeah.
me to say what ain't nobody want to say?
Yeah.
Go, say it.
Greg Popovich. It's time for his ass to go. Time for his ass to go.
The Olympic.
Wait a minute. I gotta ask you why you say that. Do you think the game passed him by?
Since Duncan left, he ain't been doing nothing.
Or Kawhi, you mean?
No, I mean Duncan. I don't mean no damn Kawhi.
Whatever.
What do you
I
think,
mean
Sam?
Duncan.
Well,
Kawhi
I
was
think
the
he,
MVP.
I think he should be on the hot seat, but not for the same reasons as Dennis is saying. I'm just saying over the last about 2 or 3 seasons here, they really have been really bad and just uncharacteristically bad for a Popovich team. And yeah, granted, we can definitely see that the caliber of players that he's playing with now or that he's coaching now is not the same as when Duncan or Kawhi were there. I get it, but you're not always going to be blessed with the top 5 players in the whole league on your team. You're just not always going to be blessed with that. And when you're a good coach, you can bring out the best in your players and actually able to win something. But that's not what we're seeing. That's what we expected him to do, but that's not what we're seeing happen. So yeah, I could see that he should be on the hot seat. But what other coach? What other?
I'm sorry, but I didn't expect you to say that. Damn.
Why?
I didn't expect nobody to agree with the Greg Popovich joint.
I mean, I don't see why
I
not.
wanted you to say it.
The proof is in the record, though. What you're saying is not wrong. The proof is in his record. And even though he is the great Popovich, and he is probably one of the greatest basketball coaches ever, still, it is what it is. You got to look at the win-loss column, and that's what it is. And there's nothing you can do about that. Even if you're a Spurs fan, you got to acknowledge that that's what's happened these last at least 3 seasons. So I think that's, he's been there long enough now. They need new blood, and I'm not really sure why he's still hanging on. I really thought after his wife passed away that he was going to stop coaching. I really did.
I thought that don't I got Tim Duncan there as a coach?
Yeah, he there doing something.
I mean, he's there on the bench, but that doesn't mean
No,
that
he's not there no more.
That
Tim
doesn't
Duncan
mean
not there no more.
No.
So hold up, y'all. Even if he was still there, that just because he was a Hall of Fame player doesn't mean he's a great coach. See what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm saying about that. Just because he's on the sideline doesn't mean automatic greatness. And plus, you got to remember, this is Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, who finds it hard to put 2 words together sometimes when you're trying to talk to somebody. I don't really see him as being a head coach. I could see him being an assistant, but I couldn't see him being a head coach because he's not a leader of men in that way. He's more of a lead by example than he is by directing leadership. And I just don't see him having the personality or the stamina or the actual spirit, I guess, to be a head coach. But that wasn't your question. It wasn't all about the Spurs. You said what coaches would be on hot seat.
Right.
And I think that not in addition to him, I think Spoelstra might be on a hot seat, even though Spoelstra
Ooh,
is
shit.
great. And let me explain to you why. I think that Miami Heat in the bubble went to the finals. And then last year was a complete turnaround. Now I know about the injuries. I know all about that and the COVID and all that. But we're still talking about Eric Spoelstra, who is probably my favorite coach that's coaching in the league right now. I love Eric Spoelstra. But if he doesn't get it together soon, I know the patience of Pat Riley runs out. And that's what I'm thinking about. Because after all, he still wants the Heat to win. Even though Spoelstra is his project, his pet project, and he's brought him along, I just think his rope is getting shorter.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Do you think how can I say that? Do you think he is like a me guy or a we guy? Like
Spoelstra?
Yeah, like Jerry Jones, like the
I think
nobody.
Spoelstra, the brilliance of Spoelstra is that he takes the players as his team is made up, and he adapts his coaching style to what works best for the player. It's not like he just keeps one coaching style and coaches all his team with the same style. It depends on the makeup of his team. And I do believe he's more of a we guy, though, in terms of being collaborative and trying to strike synergy amongst the players. He believes in that, in that philosophy.
Okay.
Well, I'm surprised none of y'all said this guy, but my guy is Luke Walton.
I thought y'all were going to say that too.
And
Let me tell you why I didn't. The reason why I didn't is because actually, Czar, he should have been on the hot seat this season.
Exactly.
The fact that they re-signed him, that they extended his contract, was baffling to me. And I am a huge Luke Walton fan. But I was like, there's no way in the world they should have kept him on, but they did. And for that reason only, I'm not so sure he's going to be on the hot, because if he's not on the hot seat after these past 2 years, I don't see how he's going to be, what difference this year going to make. Because for some reason, they decided to bring him back. And I don't get it.
I got a feeling the Kings will never go back to the playoffs.
They need to move to Seattle. That's what they need to do.
I mean, I just think somebody need to get him the boot right now. Right now. Somebody need to
Hold on. I wanted to hear this one right here. Come on, Guru. You've been over there quiet as a church.
Right.
Well, I agree. The Sacramento Kings, I believe, were one game out of a playoff spot prior to Luke Walton getting a job that next year. Buddy Hield said that they were guaranteed to make the playoffs next year. And in the last 2 years, they have regressed to the point where they are a non-factor. I think they had the same identical piss poor record 2 years in a row. So yes, it's a disgrace that he got extended.
Yes.
Great.
Hold on for a second,
call.
Drew. I'm coming to him.
Great call, Sharon. But the guy that I think is going to, and it might come to a surprise to people, is Steve Nash. If the Nets don't go to the championship this year, there's no way he's coming back for a third year. There's no way. He will definitely be relieved of his duties. So there's going to be no excuses for the Nets not to get to the finals this year.
Unless they're all hurt again.
Well, even if they're all hurt, he ain't coming back for a third year. So he better get it done. Last year he was terrible in the playoffs in the second round versus Milwaukee. There was times I laugh and I make fun of Kevin Durant because when you act like you're so great and then you go 0 for 6 in overtime and you shoot an air ball and in spite of Dennis acclamation that I somehow shot air balls and I didn't. But the bottom line is, he still deserved to get some time off the floor. And Steve Nash had no business playing him for the entire game twice in a row. He played him the entire game. He let him then they got blown out. Then he played him the entire game again. There was no reason for that. That's just terrible coaching. I mean, get the guy a blow, man. I mean, he's not. I mean, he's more like Mighty Mouse than he is Superman in terms of his anatomy. I mean, look at him. He looks scrawny as it is. So he's not and then he's coming off an Achilles injury, which is one of the most difficult injuries to come back off of. So it made no sense to play him the entire game, 2 out of the last 3 games in that playoff series, and he did it as a coach. And I just don't like him as a coach. They got guys on the bench that are getting paid less money than him that know more about basketball as far as coaching is concerned. Jacques Vaughn being one of them. And then also, what's his name? Not Adelman. What's the guy's name? He left. He's not there anymore. He's
mentor.
What's his name? He's not
D'Antoni.
Yeah. D'Antoni. D'Antoni at New York was sleeping about at 3:00 in the morning, and he decided to slip out the back door. Nobody even knows that he resigned.
Okay. Well.
So I gotta go with Steve Nash. That's why. Watch and see.
Okay.
Deborah said this is supposed to be about sports. Deborah, obviously you haven't been watching the Talk US Tuesday lately, or maybe ever. We do a little bit of everything here. Travis said Lauryn Hill.
Wait a minute. Wait. What's she talking about?
What we talking about? Rap and
R&B.
No.
Travis said Lauryn Hill is a multi-talented artist that has MC, R&B singer, and actress. Okay.
So, and
Deborah said rap is the devil's music. Josh said
stand by what I said.
T-Pain is a singer. Zara said no, that's heavy metal. That's the devil's music. Travis said top 20. If they go get Nick, it's over. Okay. My top 10, no order. This is Juke. He says Michael Jackson, Thriller, Player, R. Kelly, 12 Play, 2000, Carl Thomas, Emotional, 112, A Room 112, Usher, Confessions, Dave Hollister, Chicago 85, Donnell Jones, Where I Want to Be, Aaliyah, and Jagged Edge, Heartbreak. Okay. The Bucks will probably outplay the New Jersey Nets. That was OG.
Brooklyn.
Juke says Sharon, technically Earth, Wind, and Fire is not an R&B. It's not an R&B. It is a soul and folk.
Wrong.
Travis said still R&B. That's where it started, homie.
Yeah, their music is R&B too.
Juke said, guess we're not reading comments. Read them down. Spurs is top 13 out of the West. Ernest said Spurs bottom 13 out of the West. Ernest said no. Ernest also said wow. Juke said Sir, Earth, Wind, and Fire was in the 70s, which was the funk and soul era, not R&B.
Well, it's not like they didn't make any R&B music back then. That's crazy.
Juke said Earth, Wind, and Fire was in the 70s, which is soul and funk. Okay, he said it again. All right. Ernest said,
so I guess there was no R&B music in the 70s. Please.
Ernest said, anyone listen to Troy Aikman thoughts on Dak Prescott? LOL, Spurs Guru on the Eagles. Hey, leave my Eagles alone. Kemba Walker is a threat. Okay. Sounds like we got a Kemba Walker hater.
Yeah, I'll be that. Tell him stop dancing all the damn time.
Well, he got to be top 5.
Every time he made a shot, he over there dance.
Efficient point guard. You just hate him. Too much personal feelings. Juke said facts. I agree. Popovich needs to go. The last 4 years was trash. Keep coaching Popovich. Ratio is going to be down south. How many years Pop been in the league? How many times he ain't been in the playoffs? Chill with whatever you have done for me lately.
It's been 5 years, man.
Okay, Juke, I don't know what that means.
5 years he haven't been in the playoffs?
No, it's been 5 years since Tim Duncan left. 5 years.
Yeah, Butler had injuries and no help. Can you see Mark Jackson as the Heat's coach in Miami? Sacramento not leaving California. Travis and Juke on that. It said Juke is still an R&B album. Juke also said then Lauryn Hill is an R&B. Kanye West 808 album is R&B. Devon said, "Why am I just now seeing this?" I don't know. Maybe you just woke up, player. But Tuesday 8:00 every Tuesday. You can set
Every
your watch to
Tuesday.
us.
Where you
Gonna be
been?
here.
All the comments. Then
It said, "Stop saying that crap. Spoelstra ain't going nowhere." Yeah, you got any more questions?
yeah, I got two more.
All right.
Who is the team to beat in the AFC North in the NFL?
Oh God. Why you pick that thing?
Don't. I had him as my team of the day today. The black and purple Baltimore Ravens.
Zar?
Who's gonna win the AFC North?
Team to beat.
Baltimore.
That's not what he asked. He said, "What is the team who's the team to beat?" That's what he said.
Baltimore. The
Who is
Ravens.
So you think Baltimore the team
The
to beat?
Baltimore Ravens, yes.
I second that motion.
Thank you.
I'm afraid to turn to my sister over here. So.
You know what she picked.
Yeah. Can I say it?
It's the Bengals.
So
The Bengals is the team to beat.
What's your pick, Ryan?
My pick is the Bengals.
We heard your
It's
pick.
the Cincinnati Bengals. That's who it is.
Shout out to Ohio. What's your pick, Ryan?
I can't believe you said that, Sam.
Hey, I mean, we talking shit up in here.
No,
hey, I'm
I just asked you a question.
I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna pick the Cincinnati Bengals. Hey,
I gonna say Pittsburgh.
They say Joe Burrow's having a lot of problems with his knee.
Devon said Cleveland, Doodoo Browns.
Cincinnati Bengals. That's what I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with the Cats.
Travis and Juke still going at it.
Shout out to
Travis told Juke Lauryn Hill is R&B and hip hop. And
who really cares? Don't nobody care about Lauryn Hill.
My
last said Bengals, and Travis said and Kanye West 808 was an R&B and rap album.
My last question for the night. Do you think a star wide receiver should play in the preseason game?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe a few reps.
Couple reps. Yep.
Guru?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Do you think a star wide receiver should play in the preseason game?
Yeah, I think that, this nonsense about never playing any stars, whether it be quarterbacks, wide receivers, defensive backs. I mean, I'm not saying you got to play them. The Steeler game that was on against the Cowgirls last, Thursday? Although, I think, the Steelers are going to have a hard time repeating in terms of, the division championship. I like the defensive intensity that they had out there. I love the fact that Tomlin always coaches his boys up, no matter who's on the field. I thought that Haskins looked pretty good. He wasn't, he actually got in with the, lesser players. But I thought he, the one thing, from being a big Haskins fan, being my second adopted son.
That's your adopted son too?
Yes, that's there you go. That's right. And the one thing I liked about what he did is he was checking down a lot better, making way better decisions when throwing the ball away. But that was basically his problem the second year when he was with Washington. But nobody believed in him there. So I got to feel he's going to have, he's going to beat out that I think his name is Hodges. Is that I'm not sure if that's his name.
No. His name is
Rudolph is the number 2.
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
I think Dobbs is going to be both.
He's talking about the other. He's talking about the other quarterback.
Dobbs. I think Dobbs is going to beat out. I think Dobbs is going to beat out Rudolph and Haskins.
I don't think Dobbs is going to beat them out. Dobbs has been there for a couple of years now, and
Right.
he's
No, they
always been
let
third.
Dobbs go. They traded Dobbs to Jacksonville one year.
Right. Okay. So I think that it's going to be between the two, and I think Haskins can win that, and in the event that Big Ben does get hurt, I'd love to see what he can do, and like I said, that defensive intensity is still there with Pittsburgh, and Tomlin has never had a losing record, so I wouldn't bet on him to start now. So although the I think the clear cut winner. But then again, you got to watch this COVID situation with Baltimore, man. Because I get it. I'm not one to tell players should they take this vaccine or not, but the ramifications or the consequences if you don't are devastating. You God forbid you lose a game check and you force another team to lose a game check. Oh, you're gonna see some drive-by shootings in the NFL. That's sure.
I think Pittsburgh will go back to what they've been doing. To get back to the Super Bowl, they will run the ball then. That's
They got
what they know
Najee
for.
Harris. They got Najee Harris.
Right.
Although he looked great that night, I was looking for more from him.
They will go back.
It don't matter. It don't matter. They're not gonna win. Just roll with Ryan. You might as well just give it up. Just roll with the Ravens like everybody else is. Just jump on the bandwagon and roll with the black and purple. Just go right ahead. It's okay. It don't hurt my feelings. Just go right ahead.
You know me, my sister. You know I cannot stand the black and purple.
That's okay. You don't have to like them, but you can join them though. You can join everybody else. Everybody else. So
I cannot stand Lamar Jackson because
you might as well just jump right on the same bandwagon with them.
No.
Yeah, you might as well. Because it's impossible. Like I was
make you some money down there in Vegas. Man.
I was telling some fellas earlier today. You know what? Don't worry about it. The Steelers are trash. We're just trash organization. We ain't gonna win nothing. Just don't even think about us.
Well, those are my questions, Dennis. Back to you.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, thank you very much.
Great job, Ron. Great job.
Great job, man. And listen, this has been a real good Tuesday. I want y'all to know one thing, everybody that's out there listening and watching and enjoying. Next Tuesday will be our 3-year anniversary. We will be celebrating lightly celebrating. Nothing too much, because we want everybody to have a good time. We appreciate each and every fan out there that's been rocking with us since the beginning of the time. I will be giving out some gifts. I do have the Smooth My Balls over here, all right, that I will be giving out.
What is that?
This is the Smooth Your Balls. This is the Turf Chopper 3.0. This right here smooths your balls. And I want to make sure that, every guy gets their balls smooth, we'll be giving this out next week.
My address is 4 Wendover.
This is my new sponsor here, Smooth My Balls. So make sure if you want to go to Smooth My Balls, make sure you I put the link in my bio. So that way when you go to Smooth My Balls, you put in my code. I make sure.
God damn. Thank you, Dennis, Uncle Dennis.
That's right. Cause see how you could go there, you get the whole package. You get the ball smoothing, you get the cologne down there. So when ladies go down there, they won't sit there and they won't smell old balls. That's what they told me. You want to have the best balls possible for a situation like this. So this right here will trim all the hairs off, and it will smooth your balls.
Oh, is that the equivalent to the lawnmower 2.0?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no lawnmower. This is the Turf Chopper 3.0. All right. I don't know nothing about. All I know is I am partially sponsored by Smooth Your Balls, Turf Chopper 3.0. Make sure
I can't believe you said it.
All right.
My God.
We will have other gifts that we'll be giving out next week because to our loyal fans, we'll be having a little bit of a trivia. To those people out there who have been watching the show, they will know the answers to the trivia. So it'll just be that simple.
It'd be my 18-month anniversary.
You heard what she said.
18 months.
18 months. And make sure y'all go out there and y'all tune in because we have Sports Guru each and every Saturday, you know, he comes to us Saturday nights with the Sports Guru at 10 p.m. where he goes sports guru. He goes sports guru. He transforms from Damon Hargrove to sports guru, and then he goes back to Quiet Storm, Soft and Warm.
Quiet
And
Storm,
that's
Soft
three
and
people.
Warm.
Now you gotta watch it because he transformed into three people in one show. I'm telling you, y'all gotta see this. This is amazing. All right, this is amazing. All right. We also have Ryan coming to you each and every day with a Falcons question. So make sure y'all tune into that because he'll be coming soon to y'all with his Falcons show. Czar will be starting his King Czar show, you know, sooner
When, man? I've been waiting 3 weeks.
I told him when he do stuff like that, he like I told him I can't say what I
said.
I can't say what I said. But it's almost like somebody promising you something that you've been waiting for. And you know, you just been sitting there waiting for it. Now, you know what I mean?
Whatever.
48.
And every Saturday morning, me and the lovely Miss Sharon come to you 10 a.m. every Saturday morning with the Side Joint, where we talk about anything we feel like. All right.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da.
Right. Last week we had a little segment on some bad bitches. So just let you know we can talk about anything that we feel like talking about. But Sharon also has another podcast that she does called Did You Hear What Chocolate Said?
Yes.
And that'll also be coming to you.
That's right.
All right. And me, on the other hand, you can catch me Talk You Is
everywhere.
Tuesday. In about another 15 minutes, I'll be in Stay Tuned. Tomorrow, I'll be on Wild Wednesday because Wild Wednesday comes on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday. And Thursday's my birthday, so I'm going to be somewhere laid up next to some girls doing something I ain't supposed to be doing. Now I'm talking about
Yes, we do. We know.
Yeah.
Don't hurt them though. Don't hurt them, Dennis.
I hope it ain't none of them two fine girls with that show I like.
Yeah.
Delete them alone.
Sweet love. Sweet love.
Anyway, anybody got any last words?
Yep. I got 3 things to say. 1, happy birthday, Guru.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. I don't know how I missed it. It was your birthday today. But now that I know.
Yesterday.
Okay, yeah. Well, now that I know, I got something for you. We'll talk about that later.
Wait a minute.
But that's one. No, ain't nothing like that. Please stop.
He got something. That's all I'm gonna look up to. He's getting something. Wait a minute.
See, where is your mom? Then the second thing I gotta say is happy birthday to Dennis on Thursday. Please be safe wherever you go, whatever you do.
Sweet love.
Did you get that plane situation situated?
Yeah, I seem like I'm gonna be pretty good with the plane situation situated. You know what I mean?
All right.
Let's say it's leaving on time. So it should be all right.
All right. The last thing I wanted to say is be on the lookout because there's going to be an interview done with a famous person in the world of sports coming soon. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. Dennis doesn't even know about this.
No, I don't.
I've been working on something in secret.
That's cool. That's great.
But that's all I'm going to say.
I'm trying to
LeBron James.
How is no. I'm trying to figure this out though. How is it that Guru's getting something right? And I'm you know, it's me, baby.
You are getting something.
But you didn't say that. That ain't what you said. I was waiting for you to get done because I was like, you said you was done. And you ain't say that to me. You said, Guru, I'm gonna get you something.
Listen, Dennis, I don't tell the world everything that's going on with me. I don't do that. But until you get you a sponsor that offers a product for women, I ain't talking about it.
Well, first of all, I can't be sitting here being mad at what sponsors I get.
No, you need to get you a sponsor for women. I'm not mad.
This is actually for women.
No, that's not for women. No, that's not for women. That's for him.
This is for women.
I'm gonna need you to work on some other sponsors in addition to. Shout out to the sponsor though. It's a great sponsor.
This is not for you, but this is for some women out there because they're tired of
anyway. You're talking too much. You're talking too much. It's a great sponsor. No shade to the sponsor we got, but we need to get some more with offering some women's stuff.
We're going to go to the next sponsor.
But thank you to the fans. We will not be doing this without y'all.
That's
So
right. Shout
like
out to
and
the fans.
share the show.
Shout out to
And
Trisha Joy, 2MW Sports 360. Because without her, I probably would not be on the show. So shout out to Trisha Joy.
Okay.
any final words, Dennis?
God bless. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. God bless. Good night.